Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. My name is Muhammad Khusyairi bin IZAM. Here, I'm not speaking about animated fairy tale on the television. When I talk about reality, I mean an unpleasant reality, the Whitakers. The more well-known Inbred family from the little town in West Virginia called Oz. 5 out of 15 siblings which with a physical and mental disability and unusual behavior. The journalist that visit the family to conduct the interview is Mark Laita. In 2020, Mark Laita uploaded a documentary about this family, and guess what? It's going viral. In this video, we will explore the terrible effect of inbreeding on child life. In United States, marriage involving second cousin or closer represent for around 0.2% of all marriage. That indicate that around 250,000 Americans are involved in this relationship. Inbreeding is typically more prevalent in rural states in United States, where 70% of the inbred family live. As a Muslim, Allah SWT demand that everybody who engage in incest with one of other relative be punished and curse them, since Allah SWT knows it will have a negative effect on the child. So, inbreeding will create a bad disease in the child life. Firstly, let me explain what is inbreeding. Do you have a clear idea how inbreeding affects human? Inbreeding is defined as mating between organisms closely. Actually, there are many types of inbreed, which is first cousin marriage, uncle niece marriage, and many more. So now I will explain more about inbreeding. For example, you have biological mom and your dad who each have their own unique DNA. This DNA pair define everything about you, but in some cases, certain traits are more dominant, like brown eyes. It turns out that many specific diseases or disorders are recessive and require you to get genes from both your mother and your father. For example, your father choose to cooperate with his sister or cousin, then your odds of getting both recessive genes are much higher and high risk. In fact, there are studies shown that every both parent carry recessive gene, there are still 75% chance that they get a perfect healthy child. Next, we will move on to the effect that child will face come from the inbreeding parents. Firstly, the chance that an inbred child will experience is impaired brain function and that impaired brain function and that impaired mobility or vision. According to the study of Men Health Farm Med, they have confirmed an increase of genetic disorder due to inbreed, such as blindness, madness, and other unique disorder. Another example comes from the Whitaker family, where Reyes, one of the siblings, can only communicate by barking and groaning, but his sister Lauren is more always mute and unable to form a word. Additionally, all the siblings have star bismus, which is an abnormal eyes alignment that causes them to squint and instead of seeing straight as a head like some normal human. Moreover, the child will not accept by the society and become the subject of joke and bully by the public. According to Mark Laita, a journalist who reported the Whitaker family, it was not easy for the Whitaker family because the society frequently made fun of them. They actually become sources of entertainment and ridicule for the society. Some parents even threatening their disobedient sons by saying, "If you don't listen, the Whitaker will get you." It seems that the constant ridicule from the public caused the Whitaker to become more and more isolated as they begin to avoid interacting with others entirely. Also, on the interview, one of the siblings who taking care of the family, named Letty, recalled how their siblings were regularly at local church but stopped when one family made fun of them. Besides that, the child may not have an opportunity to be a human or a baby. As that, due to an inherited development application, the fetus produced by inbreeding also have a higher chance of spontaneous abortion. Additionally, baby born to inbreeding parents have a worse chance of surviving and more likely to be born premature, underweight, and under 6 months old. Even they were born, their lifespan is relatively short. As an example, in the Whittaker family, just 5 members are still alive, while the 10 passed away while they're still quite young. So, do you think about inbreeding now? Are you willing for our child or grandchild to languish with many disorders such as madness, blindness, and strange disability, but just because we love to do incest with closer family? It's believed that inbreeding has been happened since the year 1930. As human, I suggest to start a law in every country that cannot marry close family because it will have negative effect on the child that will born. According to the 2020 study, consanguineous marriage, the rate of natal and childhood death increase if the child comes from the first cousin union, yearly doubling in certain countries. Also, various scientists and doctors have established that inbreeding left the offspring at a greater high genetic disease. In case inbreeding clearly shown the negative effect that can change the can change the inbreeding clearly show that the negative effect to the child towards an individual and society to the child. Last word from me. Let's make a change. Let's make a change to the future child with forbid inbreeding by making law or act not to marry a close relative. That's all from me. Thank you.